Welcome back. You're watching The Money Show with me, Kavita Thapliyal. And the general insurance industry has seen a host of changes since the COVID-19 pandemic. And today on The Money Show, we will analyze what has changed for the general insurance industry over the last couple of years and how is the insurance industry dealing with rising premium cost and whether it is affecting customer demand. Let's welcome on board Suresh Agarwal, MD CEO, Kotak Mahindra General Insurance, and take the discussion forward. Suresh, hi, good evening, and welcome to the show. Okay, let's just get a sense of the change scenario. Pre-COVID and post-COVID. What has changed for the better?
Thanks, Kavita. Thanks, Kavita, for having me on your show. There will be a lot of changes post-pandemic, one of which is the insurance awareness. We have seen that there's a lot of engagement and awareness amongst the customers so far as the insurance is concerned. The second part is the digital adoption. India is becoming more and more digitally native, and we are seeing the penetration of the customers using the digital platforms is significantly going up. Third, we see clearly the advent of the small ticket and the sachet products, the gadget products and the health insurances, which are more engaging. So larger number of customers are getting covered post-pandemic. And there are a whole lot of initiatives taken by the regulator, which is eased the entire way of doing business at a regulatory level. And we have seen series of path-breaking regulatory changes which would help the insurance industry and the customers at large. So whole lot of them from an open architecture perspective, issuing of new licenses, allowing the PEs to invest money in this, FDI up to 74%. So all of them are very, very favorable so far as the industry is concerned. And the government, on the other hand, is also taking a lot of positive measures which will propel the growth and the awareness amongst the customers. And we've seen that the government is driving the Ayushman Bharat digital mission. And that is really digitizing the entire journey of maintaining health records, standardizing of insurance and the medical treatment and the pricing that the hospitals charge. So all of them are extremely positive moves so far as the insurance industry is concerned post-pandemic. And now we're also seeing that there's a lot of innovation around insurance industry. So there are products which are really very customer friendly. So on the motor side, we've seen people like us launching a switch on, switch off product. Why pay for insurance if you're not using your vehicle? Similarly, on the health side, we've seen a lot of innovative products which are linked to fitness and wellness, and which perhaps motivates the customer to be more healthy so that they can benefit from the insurance.
Suresh, when you talk about general insurance space, is health one category that's doing the best for you, or if you could just highlight that, give sense of that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. See, overall, last year industry grew at 70% YOY. Yeah, and within that, health has now become a very dominant segment. Health grew at 25%. Of the four pieces which are there in the industry, you got motor, you got health, you got commercial line, and the crop business. Health has become the dominant share of the overall industry pie. It's grown at 25% for us. Health contributes to more than 40% of our overall pie. Last year for us, health grew at 75% YOY. So of course, so we clearly see that India is still very heavily under-penetrated market. A lot of potential is there for us. And we are a growing population, young population. The income levels of people are going up. So we see a very significant opportunity so far as health is concerned. And this growth rate, in my mind, will continue to be very robust for the next several years going forward. And there are a lot of positive measures, Kavita, which will really help from a customer's perspective to ensure that health continues to be a dominant constituent of the overall insurance pie. The regulator is now in the process of setting up the Bima Sugam. That's like an e-insurance platform which brings the customer, the distributor, the insurance companies, all of them together on one platform. And you've got the entire life cycle of the customer covered through that platform, right? From creating awareness to doing a comparison, to buying, to servicing, to renewing, to claims. And that really eases the entire journey for the customer so far as the products are concerned. And IID is also in the process of getting the insurance companies and the NHA together to set up the health claim exchange, which is again going to ease the entire process of settling claims. Other very great positive thing happening around the health space is that all the hospitals which are there, one is trying to standardize the tying up of the hospital for all the insurance companies. And the endeavor of the insurance companies is to move towards making the entire medical reimbursement as 100% cashless, so that there's a lot of ease and convenience to the customers. So I think a lot of positive moves, and health will continue to be dominant share, Kavita, in the overall pie.
When we talk about the product category and the health space, how are you trying to innovate it? Because the kind of response and the interest that's grown post-pandemic, insurance companies are coming up with a lot of added features in their health insurance policies also. What have you done so far, and what's the response? And also, since we spoke about digitally onboarding of people also, are you also talking about the onboarding that's coming from tier 2 and tier 3 towns?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. One of the good things which have happened, Kavita, post-pandemic is digital has actually reached all the households, irrespective of tier 1 or tier 2 or tier 3. And in that sense, I would say India is more digitally native. And we clearly are seeing that there is good uptake coming from the tier 2, tier 3 markets as well. From our perspective, I think we always believed in innovation. So we've been always launching innovative products around all categories, starting from motor and health, and similarly on the commercial line. On the health specifically, since you asked, we've been in the process of linking health with fitness. So if the customers are more fit, more healthy, we are trying to find ways of passing better pricing and benefits to the customers. We are trying to engage with the customers proactively to see that there are constant health risk assessments, so that they remain healthy, and we are able to pass on to the benefit. We advocated and launched a lot of these innovative small and sachet products on the health segment, so that people can buy small piece of the overall health. And just to give an example, products like just dengue or malaria coverages, which are very small, bite-sized products, but customers can only buy for a very small token, small amount of money, and fulfill the need for that specific need. So all these products are becoming extremely innovative, and we've launched, there are hundreds of products which are actually small sachet, and which perhaps meets the need of a specific requirement at a particular phase of his life cycle. So that's innovation is constantly been part of the normal journey that we have always believed in.
Taking care of the increasing competition and also the cost effectiveness of the products, because premiums, I believe, have gone up for health.
Well, yeah, let me put it this way, Kavita. The medical inflation has been on the rise. So certainly there is an increase in the premiums to the extent of medical inflation we have seen. But if you really see the ecosystem of the health business, you have the customer, you have the insurance players, and you have the hospitals, which are actually charging at the time of claims. So the entire benefit or entire load of this entire medical inflation is not passed on to the customer. As a responsible insurance company, we try and absorb as much as we can from our perspective as we get on the efficiency curve of a journey. And we also negotiate hard with the hospitals to see that the charges can be minimized to ensure that the load on the customer is minimal. But certainly, pre-pandemic as post-pandemic, there has been some amount of increase in the health premiums owing to the medical inflation, and that is likely to be there. And you've seen that there has been a constant single-digit increase in the medical cost across the board.
All right, I think that's all for today. Thank you so much, Suresh Agarwal, for being on the show and helping our viewers understand the entire landscape of general insurance. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Kavita. Thanks.
On that note, let's take a quick break, and post that we'll take up your financial portfolio queries answered by Harshvardhan Rumta.